Welcome back to another book tag. Welcome back to another book tag. This book tag is the New York Times bestseller book tag. And for those of you counting along with me, this is book tag number 9. I'm almost 10% of the way through this book tag. Some of the book tags I've done are the breakfast book tag, which actually was a skit. And the first Wednesday of every month, I kind of do an edited video. All right, so here we go with the I need to say live, the New York Times book tag. Holy moly guacamole. That was a lot to say. All right, so question number 1 is, what book is in your nightstand right now? And actually my TBR had no middle name on it, but I think I'm going to pull it out of my TBR. My friend Dane reads. He talks about a bedtime book, and I think I'm just going to pull no middle name out of the rotation because I'm not going to get it done before the end of May, and I don't necessarily want to. So that is the answer for pregunta uno. Question number 1. I have too many tabs open. I can't find my next. No. All right, I'm just gonna have to open it up on this other one. Sorry, one moment. I have it all written out. Very organized, but there. All right, number 2. What was the last truly great book that you read? Blue Moon. It is my favorite of my May to be read list. It is a Lee Child novel, and for me, Lee Child is the tits. He's the top. So that was the book. If you could meet any writer, dead or alive, who would it be, and what would you want to know? Question number 3. Here's the thing. I wrote this, I don't know when, but pretty quickly after announcing my book tag 100 thing. So I didn't even know that Suzanne Collins had a new book out. And then bada bing, bada boom, Ballad. That's a song about a mallard. Ballad of snakes, songbirds and snakes comes out. So thank you. I feel like I got to actually fish, I got my wish. Question number 4. What books might we be surprised to find on your bookshelf? I'm pretty transparent. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. You'd have to look at my books and tell me what you're shocked by. Number 5 is, how do you organize your personal library? So then it goes to number 8, then number 10, then number 12, then number 14. I did a really weird job of numbering this, and I'm not so sure why. So I don't have a lot of physical books. I have a lot of digital books. A lot of my books are audiobooks. I've been with Audible since 2012, 2010, maybe even before then. So a lot of my books are audio. The way that I organize them otherwise is I just put them all in the same place. I don't have a lot of physical books, so it's not very much a challenge. So number 8, I don't know if I numbered it wrong or if I skipped, but here we go. What book have you always meant to read and you haven't gotten around to yet? For me, this is Mists of Avalon. I have started that book. I think I get to page 700, and throughout high school, I probably went from page 0 to 729 12 times. I don't know why I never finished it. I just didn't. And maybe that would be a nice thing to go back and reread as a grown-up, especially because I revisited Dealing with Dragons, which I read as a preteen, probably, ish. And reading it as an adult, it's I read it and I was there's no way I knew what I was reading when I was reading this before. I got the gist of it, but there's this whole other level. And I wonder what that would look like in Mist of Avalon. Number 10, no, you're not wrong. It's 10. I don't know if I didn't number it right, or here we go. Anything that you feel embarrassed never to have read? No. I read what I want. Number 12, disappointing, overrated, or just not good. What book did you feel you were supposed to like but didn't? And do you remember the last book you put down without finishing? Elfstones of Shannara. I thought I was going to love it. I bought it when I was in Cancun with a girlfriend on vacation. It was this big, thick book. Elves, sign me up. You know, swords, I'm all there. But it took so long to get through, and it was just not. It took its time, and I liked the first book, but I didn't super enjoy it, and I certainly will not be reading the second one. Number 14, what kinds of stories are you drawn to? I am super drawn to, like, give me a dystopian future where the government is out of control. Give me a underdog that people can get behind because they see the value of that person, even if that person doesn't see the value themselves. And then give me a creative way, or my favorite. My favorite kind of stories is when everyone's like, you're in this corner, there's absolutely no way out, and then something happens, some shift happens, and all of a sudden, the whole situation just changes. Also, part number 14, any to stay clear of. I'm not a big fan of graphic novels, not that I don't like them, I just, because I don't buy books, and a lot of my books are audiobooks, they don't fit into that piece. I really like twisty stories. I like mystery. That's the other thing. I'm just describing a Jack Reacher novel where it's like all of the information is there. However, you know, Jack's smart enough to see something the rest of us don't. What I feel like happens in most mysteries is that there's this piece missing, that there's no way the audience could puzzle it out without this piece. And this piece has nothing to do with another character's intuition or intelligence or ability. It's just a secret thing hidden so that we couldn't figure it out. I stay clear of those two. Number 16, if you could require the president to read one book, what would it be? That would be The People of Sparks. It's the second book in the City of Ember series, which I never read past book number 2. I think I've talked about it before in other videos where it's like, it's got the answer to war. You know, you have these two populations that are vying for limited resources. Tensions begin, factions begin, separation, us versus them. Luckily enough, tragedy hit early on enough in the merging of these two societies that they were able to come together. So that would be the book that I would suggest. What do you plan to read next? I really did write, May 10th. So I wrote this a long time ago, 20 days ago. The Woman in Cabin 10 is what I wrote down that I planned on reading next. And it was okay. It was one of those stories where, like, the mystery wasn't all right here. There's just this piece of missing information that there's no way you could puzzle out. No way. So, but I will say that I've heard really good stuff about Ruth Ware. So I'm going to change that to, I am putting A Dark, Dark Wood in my June TBR, which I will be doing a video of the first Sunday of the month, I do believe, which is not tomorrow. It's a whole week. All right, so that is book tag number 9, down, done, finished, completo. If you know of a good book tag, send it my way. I know Sarah from Novelicious just tagged me in one, and she did it in a really fun way where she was like in front of her bookshelves, and for the prompt, she like immediately went and found it. She's also going to go to Japan soon to teach English, so check out her channel. She's awesome sauce. I guess I should put the link somewhere. All right, my friends, I will see you in the next one of book tags because I'm doing 100 of them. Because again, bye, friends. Take care of yourselves.